Hello and welcome to Continental Cablevision's introduction to the Gerald Customer-Friendly Terminal, otherwise known as the CFT 2200. If you currently use the Tolcom converter, you will be receiving notices informing you that Continental will be switching from the Tolcom converters to the new Gerald CFT 2200 converter boxes. As we progress on the information superhighway, we continue to provide the most technologically advanced equipment available. You can now exchange your equipment at any of our customer service centers. When you exchange your equipment, you will receive a detailed instruction manual, but the following video will give you an overview of the features and operations of the new Gerald converter box. So take a few minutes to learn about the CFT 2200, and thanks for subscribing to Continental Cablevision.
We have company.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Kathy, and we're here to introduce you to a great advance in technology that's going to give you a new dimension in television viewing.
Really, Kath? I thought we were here to talk about the new remote control for the cable box.
Well, it's more than just a new remote, Jeff. It's a whole new way of communicating with your television and your cable company. Here, take a look. This is the new Gerald on-screen display converter.
On-screen display?
That's the key. This is the first converter that offers a menu of options to the viewer. It opens up a whole new world of features that can make television viewing different, exciting, and convenient.
Options? Television is television. What options can possibly come out of that black box?
Features you never thought of, Mr. Couch Potato, like
Programming your favorite channels, on-screen channel displays, parental control over channels, pay-per-view selection and ordering, message displays, programming the converter's timer for VCR recording.
Hold on a minute, Kath. Whatever happened to turning on the TV and watching a show? Who needs all that stuff?
Excuse me, but who's always grabbing the remote control? Why not just have the old TV dial?
I hated getting up to turn a channel. I couldn't live without that remote.
There you go. These improvements make life simple. Look at this remote control. The buttons are similar to the ones most of you are familiar with.
Right. There's the channel button. I could punch in a channel, or I could scroll through the channels. And then there's the volume control button. And then there's the...
Not so fast. Let me show you some of the features that make this unique. Look at this volume control.
What's best stereo?
It allows you to set the audio of your television to the optimum volume for stereo separation. This way you get the best effects of, say, Terminator 2 over your TV set. First, adjust the volume through the converter to the best stereo position. Then adjust the volume control on the television set to a comfortable level. Set it once and forget it.
Pretty good. What's this DISP button do?
That's so you can display the channel number and ID, time and date, and other pertinent information.
Not a bad idea. Now I'll always know what channel I'm watching.
You know how you keep switching between two channels when two ball games have commercials? Well, instead of having to punch in the channel numbers all the time, all you have to do with the new Gerald remote is keep hitting the last channel recall button.
Great. That'll save a lot of tension and exercise in my forefinger.
Heaven forbid your regimen includes any form of exercise.
Lifetime.
Did you say something?
I can never find that doggone cable magazine.
Exactly what are you looking for?
There's a great old mystery movie on Lifetime. The real mystery is what channel Lifetime's on. With so many channels available, I can never remember which is which.
Mystery solved, my dear Watson. This new Gerald cable converter has a built-in on-screen display that provides us with all the information we need. For example, an up-to-date channel guide is always at your disposal. It gives us a lot of interactivity with the television.
I just wanted to know where Lifetime went, not get into a major interactivity with my picture tube.
Calm down. Remember the remote button that you thought described what's cooking for dinner?
Yeah, the menu button.
Well, it's a lot more powerful than that. Watch.
Pressing the menu button brings up the on-screen display. There are 3 pages with 7 options available. Using the volume up-down buttons will change the page,
Using the channel up-down buttons will move the cursor.
Ah, cara mia. I love it when you talk technical. Tell me more.
Calm down, Gomez. You wanted to solve the lifetime mystery. Here's how. The channel guide is the first menu option. All you have to do is use the channel up-down buttons, moving the cursor to highlight the option you want, or press the number that corresponds to the option, which in this case is 1, and press Enter to choose the channel guide. Voila! All our available channels pop up on the screen. You can scroll through them using the channel up-down buttons to move the cursor. To select a particular channel, in our case it's Lifetime, scroll through and highlight it. Then hit Enter and Lifetime is on the screen. The channel guide is the basis for programming your favorite channels.
Oh, no more programming. I still can't get the VCR clock to stop blinking.
Come on, you always make things more complicated than they really are. But press the menu button to bring it up, and then scroll down the menu using the channel up-down buttons, and select the favorite channel guide by pressing Enter. Use the channel up-down buttons again to move the cursor down the guide. Highlight one of your favorite channels, press Select, and the channel will be programmed. Repeat this procedure for each channel you want programmed. When you're finished programming, press Display to escape, and from then on, simply use the FAV button to keep selecting between your favorites.
That's cool. Now I can scan between the news, the sports, and the cartoon channels.
Yes, well, the only problem with that is that your favorite channels might not be my favorite channels, but we'll work that out. The great thing about the on-screen channel guide is that it's totally updatable. When the cable company has to reassign channels, it's automatically adjusted, so it's always current.
So no more mysteries.
Except for the one on Lifetime.
There's a light blinking on the cable box. Is that supposed to be there?
It is if we have a message.
This is hooked up to the phone? Great! We don't have to listen to phone messages anymore. We can just read them and erase them.
No, Mr. Technoid. It means we have a message from the cable company. Here, give me that remote. Call up the on-screen display by pressing the menu button. Use the channel up-down buttons, moving the cursor to highlight display messages, then press Enter. Got it?
Should I be writing this down?
No need. It's really simple. Whatever messages are available are displayed on the screen. Use the Select key to highlight the message, then press Enter. On comes the message.
Hey, look, the big fight's gonna be on pay-per-view. Hey, well...
Too bad. I pressed the display button, now it's gone from the screen. Besides, that's the night we're going out with my assistant and her husband. You'll have to catch the highlights on the news. Get the message? We want to review the parental control feature with you. This is a function that allows parents to lock out viewing of certain channels or particular broadcasts.
With the Gerald on-screen display converter, it's easy to prevent unwanted programs from reaching younger audiences. If you've mastered the channel guide operation or the favorite channel selection, parental control operates in the same fashion.
Basically, you unlock the box using the parental control password, select the channels you want locked out, then lock the box. Here's how it works. First, let's set a password. Bring up the on-screen display by pressing the menu button and select the control panel. Scroll by using the channel up-down buttons to highlight Set Passwords, then press Enter. Highlight Item 1, Set Passwords for Parental Control, and press Enter. Use the numeric buttons to enter a numerical password that is no more than 4 digits long, then press Enter. You can change your password as often as you like.
So you're really not going to tell me the password?
Now set the channels you want locked out. Call up the on-screen display by pressing Menu. Highlight the Parental Control menu using the channel up-down buttons. Unlock the box by punching in your password, press Enter, and select the Parental Control Guide. You're given a menu that's similar to the channel guide. Using the channel up-down button, move the cursor to highlight a channel, then press Select. A lock symbol will now appear next to the channel you highlighted, which signifies it is parentally controlled. Exit the menu with the display button. The channels will be locked by turning the converter off or by selecting Lockbox from the parental control menu. Don't worry, Jeff. Once you do the food shopping, I'll unlock the channels. Sneaky, huh?
Aren't you ready to go yet?
Yeah, I was just watching the end of the news. Listen, I'll be ready in a minute. I want to take that special on Channel 7 and the sports preview on HBO. Only one slight problem. I got the hang of the VCR, but how do I get the cable box to switch channels?
I told you, now we can program the converter to switch channels at the right time. Watch. Bring up the on-screen display menu by pressing the menu button. Then press the channel up-down button so the cursor highlights VCR timer. Press enter. Now move the cursor to select the first available timer. You can have 8 different events timed. Press the enter button and select one time. Press enter and set the date, start time, the end time, and the channel. After that, press enter and you'll see the summary of the timed event. The on-screen display guides you through all the steps you need to perform. Press display to exit the menu. Now all you do is program the VCR.
That I can handle.
Listen, since it's on our way, I thought we might stop in at Mother's.
Your mother's house?
Yes, Jeff, Mother's house. Is there a problem?
No, Kat. No problem. I'd better program a third event. It's going to be a long afternoon.
Has this ever happened to you? Leave them alone in the room for a while and they become hypnotized into an incredibly relaxed state, even though they said they'd be right up to bed. Unfortunately, the TV is still blaring away. As long as the television is plugged into the Gerald converter, I can program it to turn off after he nods off. Enter the on-screen display by pressing the menu button and select alarm timers by using the channel up-down buttons, then press enter. Press button 1 or the channel up-down buttons to highlight sleep timer, then press enter. You're given a choice to select a time limit by pressing the select key and then enter. Remember, to leave the menu screen, press display. Of course, you can always program anything that's plugged into the converter to start and stop at a particular time of day using the on and off timer. Say, for example, I wanted the TV to turn on for the morning news program. Just set the on time for 7 a.m. and the off time for 8:30, right before I go to work. Too bad he can't be programmed as easily. There are a number of other features available with the on-screen display converter.
Some of the details available in your instruction manual include displaying the time of day, the quick function screen, details on changing VCR times, and modifying the on-screen display.
Of course, should you require any details or need to remember any sequence we've described, it's all available in a step-by-step guide in your instruction manual.
And your cable operator is always available if you need any technical assistance. Some of us need it more than others, of course.
Again, enjoy the expanded and versatile abilities of cable viewing, thanks to your cable company.
We hope this video was helpful in understanding the features and operations of the Gerald CFT 2200 converter box. If you still have questions about the exchanging process, please call 708-716-2000. Thank you again for subscribing and enjoy the future of cable television.